Hey, what's up? I'm Dominic with FlowMatrix AI. I'm going to walk you guys through our discovery call template document as if I was trying to solve some problems for our own business. I just spent like 30 minutes recording a video, but I spent most of it silent while I was filling this out. I'm getting used to recording videos and putting more of this stuff out here. So rather than just uploading a 30-minute video with a lot of blank / silent space, I thought I would just walk you guys back through this as if we did a 30-minute call. So first, to start off, we're going to ask any company like, why FlowMatrix AI? I filled this out saying that we're interested in automations to save us time. Lots of the processes required to scale also require us to do repetitive, mundane tasks. For example, our CRM, website updates, project updates, etc. seem to have room for improvement. Where did you hear about us? LinkedIn and our website's free resource page. I'm filling this out as if, we came from videos on the LinkedIn, because that's where most of our clients are coming from. Us posting videos on LinkedIn, well, mostly Sebastian. I'm now getting my exposure to it by recording this, but we're getting, awesome conversations out of that, awesome working relationships, and we've been putting some cool stuff into motion. So this video process is most important to us right now for marketing. Who's the team? Sales team, we have a dev team, but as far as C-suite and decision makers, right now it's myself and Sebastian. We're co-founders here at FlowMatrix AI, and our core business offerings and value proposition is a 3-pillar approach to high-impact automation and process optimization. We focus on training, education, and high-impact builds. We educate with free videos and resources. Those resources funnel people to our build services by providing valuable, simple automations. Then when we build for a client, we emphasize training employees to properly integrate. We operate on the Pareto 80-20 rule. So the Pareto 80-20 rule is basically saying that 80% of outcomes are accounted for by 20% of effort. So I'll pull this up real quick. This kind of shows it a little bit easier. But looking here, the Pareto principle says that 80% of the result comes from 20% of the effort. And the little color coding here shows you 80% of an actual task is not that important because it only accounts for 20% of the result. Whereas the effort, the 20% of effort that is most important accounts for 80% of the result. So let's talk about that in terms of the video I'm recording right now. 20% of the effort maybe is in me sitting here recording this video. But then on the back end, there's about 80% of effort towards that task, such as uploading it to YouTube, making a title, uploading that or embedding that video in our landing page, establishing all the links and site mapping properly, updating the SEO on the website, sending that to Google and Bing to improve indexing, integrating this in our project management and our posting schedule so that it's tracked as me recording video. I can go on and on listing out all of the tasks that we'd have to do on the back end of this video without automations, but 80% of the actual value, probably even more, is in the actual recording. So what I'm doing right now is the most important to, the person consuming it. So whoever's watching this video, the most important part to you is the fact that I sat down here and recorded it. It doesn't really matter to you that much that I updated our SEO or that I updated our CRM to say that I did it. So we want to take AI and automate, the tasks that are not so important for humans to do, or that are not as important to the outcome. We want humans to shine where humans shine, and we look at building AI and automations for a company as how can we empower humans. We're a company in terms of annual revenue and EBITDA, but been closing deals anywhere from 2 to 10K or more. We have 2 C-suite, a dev team, sales team, and are looking to eventually hit 6-figure MRR by the end of the year. So our SOPs and current situation, where do we store data for new leads? A lot of them are coming from LinkedIn and our website's free resource page. They're stored in our ClickUp CRM. Same with existing leads, same with past and current customers. For our pre-sales pipeline, we record videos, we post them online, we update our website, update SEO, schedule calls, discovery doc templates, and we figure out the assessment type. For quoting and pricing, we have our assessment types priced out and a basic pricing scale for automations. Types are built out. We do a 1 to 2 week dive and propose the builds and pricing for services. We also have invoicing and reminder automations for accounts receivable. Really not a big concern right now. Our biggest concern is the pre-sales pipeline with the videos. We handle invoice generation with the document handling services, and it connects to our payment provider. Same answer for payment and invoice data. Post-delivery communication and reactivation. We're currently building out pipelines for post-delivery communication for one-off builds, but we currently already have like an ongoing call schedule with retainer clients. Our current tech stack, we work with ClickUp, N8N, Kiro.dev, AWS, Google Workspace, YouTube, LinkedIn, etc. We're all over with different softwares and integrating with them. That's one of our strengths, is building upon APIs. Employees shine actually filming the videos and creating the content, doing what I'm doing now. Sebastian has been doing most of that, and it's gotten us some pretty great conversations, and I just need to get comfortable being in front of a camera. So this is actually the first video I'm recording for FlowMatrix AI. Where can employees use help? Actually posting the videos, editing the website, moving tasks through ClickUp, scheduling posts, etc. The back-end process of pushing out content ends up taking more time than actually recording. That's the 80-20 rule. If you didn't have a bottleneck in mind, you wouldn't be on this call. What are the first automations you think of? I just copied and pasted that, and I said we want to automate the back end of posting and editing our website and documents. If we could just record, post to YouTube, and have everything else linked properly, then we cut out most of the process. We can focus more on, nailing that 20%, nailing the record, paste a link, and it just gets uploaded on the back end. Then we could just focus on volume and quality. Understanding more. What does your business look like in 6 to 12 months? So we have clients regularly scheduling meetings from our LinkedIn and free resource pages. We do not even have to cold call any businesses. We're getting a few views on these every day. We're getting DMs and calls scheduled. We just want this in 6 to 12 months to be churning. We want to have our schedules filled, and that means posting a lot of videos that have a lot of value. In 3 years, we want to have a full ecosystem built out, automation suites productized for different verticals, training and educational courses, etc. In 5 years, we want to be able to buy businesses and build out automations to drastically reduce overhead. Our automation playbook now will eventually help us to take businesses and scale them. To make that happen, what do we solve tomorrow? Our video processes. It's currently our biggest generator for leads and for calls, so we need to be able to just streamline posting and focus on recording them, because basically any time spent, like updating our website or updating SEO is not spent recording and making more content or hopping on calls with businesses or building for them. Anything where we're kind of just like doing tedious tasks for ourselves are what I like to refer to as like a hidden factory. That's effort that's being wasted, not on we want to focus on the 20% of effort that accounts for 80% of the results for our business. The other 80% of the effort that accounts for 20% of the results, we want to automate. What do we solve by next year? By next quarter, at least one productized automation suite that can be offered within a niche. We're currently working to integrate some solutions on Microsoft Teams, focusing on different niches, currently working with all sorts of different people. And if we could find a niche that really works, we're going to hit it hard, and we're going to just kind of try to productize and be able to have kind of different verticals that we work in. By next year, we'd like to have a full team built out so that either founder could take a week or two off and the operations run flawlessly. I think that kind of speaks for itself. Otherwise, rather than owning a company, we just own a job. If we don't have a team built out and automations built out that allow either of us to take a week off, then what is the true value in what we have built if we can't do that for ourselves? What KPIs paint that picture? We want to hit 6-figure MRR. We want strong advisor relationships, 20 plus employees, strong automations and processes. The importance of these goals to your life. Sebastian and I want to build this company out to be extremely valuable. We find life balance important and plan to build a resilient business. Without strong processes, things can fall apart when someone is not available. What is stopping you? Nothing can or will stop us. We're determined to provide valuable services at fair prices. And as long as we set out to do what we say, all will be handled. Right now, we're trying to automate our video and media distribution so that we can focus simply on recording and producing that media. So after all that, like walking through us, I would basically pull out, our processes and explain how we work. So I'd first off start by describing, an assessment. After kind of describing where you're at and what you want to go with somewhere, we want to take the time to understand workflows, employees, technology, and pipelines to identify inefficiencies and solutions. So there's, a holistic approach, project-based approach, and a transformative approach. A holistic approach is going to be working with a company that, probably has some integrations. They have APIs. They maybe have a few automations built for themselves. It's a full dive in how we can integrate with their existing systems and kind of really boost things. Project-based approach is, someone who's looking for maybe a couple project builds. Maybe it's a simple connection with their emails and ranking leads, helping them generate newsletters. Maybe it's a voice agent. They want to specific projects, not necessarily have like a ongoing, we continue to build and advise. And then there's transformative. A transformative approach is going to be with someone with like very little digital systems. Maybe you're even, by the book, and we're going to have to take paper spreadsheets and get them online. Like these are the real expensive kind of relationships that we'd be working on. The phase 2 is how we solve problems and how we operate. Phase 2 would be introducing them to how we operationalize AI and what the different kind of automations look like. There's basic workflows, AI workflows, and ecosystems. Basic workflows are going to be strict automations, integrations through APIs, kind of like replicating something a single employee does, such as document processing, where information is extracted, organized, and stored the exact same way every time, such as receipts from vendors. AI workflows have a little bit more meat to them. They include strict automation workflows and integrations with APIs, but they integrate a little bit more decision making and are for businesses looking to empower their teams a little bit more with autonomous workflows and decision making. So this might be like data enrichment. So tasks that come in and they require simple decision making from information that was extracted. So it can be extracted and organized in a way that is brought back to the employee, and the employee can either accept it or reject it, and it goes down a different path. So this is like pretty simple decision making and more like human in the loop processes. Next is ecosystems. Those are like really expensive full build outs with automation workflows, integrations through APIs, decision making, smart systems, system to system communications. These are for businesses looking to operate like an enterprise, where we build an ecosystem of self-evolving and interactive solutions. That's kind of like what I would be proposing to us, FlowMatrix AI. Is like we would build a full ecosystem for the automation suite behind the videos you guys are producing. All you focus on is producing the video and kind of like inputting them to the system. From there, the system will handle all of the website updates, SEO updates, indexing with Google and Bing. It will track it in your database. It will track engagement on different social medias and the calls booked from them. You can eventually connect the revenue generated from the videos. Like it'll be a constantly evolving system where we build more and more automations. And surprise, we have already started that for ourselves. It's something we're already doing. So I would probably pitch the holistic approach or the transformative approach or the project-based approach. We could kind of pitch all three in this and be like, we can make one that just takes whenever you guys upload a video, it automatically uploads it to your website, and that's the only automation. But I'm gonna just say we're going with the transformative approach, and we're building out a full ecosystem, because some of the automations we're currently working on are like idea and script generation. So that's a constantly evolving agent that basically looks at past videos, past scripts, what's working well, high engagement scores, and kind of like machine learns what's working for us and helps us make other scripts and other ideas. Posting schedule automations that like track our KPIs for if we're hitting the amount of videos we want to record per week. Like it's a full ecosystem. So after I post this, I'm probably going to link some videos to here, and you guys could check out other ones that Sebastian is making where he's describing this full ecosystem. He has a video on his LinkedIn, and I'll link it so that you guys can watch it, where he runs you through all the automations that will be on the back end of this. But the problem that we just walked through of us wanting to automate the back end stuff for video recording, as soon as I record this, I'll upload it into YouTube and into our ClickUp space, and everything will auto update our website, our SEO, all that stuff automatically. You can click into our website to see it posted on the landing page. Yeah, well, this is the end of my first video that I've recorded. It is 30 minutes. I restarted it and said I didn't want to make a 30-minute video, but here we are. So check out the website, book a call with us if you want to automate some stuff. Yeah, keep your eye out for more videos. Peace.